old supports becoming new resistances, and that's what we're looking at here on this daily chart for advanced micro devices. So this lower trend line here on this falling wedge, you can see we have on this yellow line. We left this on after we broke down below it because this was going to act as our resistance. And that's exactly what happened over here in the past week. You can see on this daily chart, kind of right all around it. We left this lower fib on here, even though we breached this 0% fib level a couple times in here, and as recently as the last trading session. But we still like where all our fibs here line up, the 23.6, the 38.2, and the 50 as key levels. So we're going to leave this on here just to see if we can consolidate here at this 98.6 level for a couple more days. And then we're going to see if this old support is still going to act as a new resistance, which it has, right? We respected this trend line for about the past week. But if we can break above it, then we're going to see if we can work our way up to this upper trend line here that we previously had on. So that's why we're leaving these fibs where they are. If we can confirm a respect of this trend line here and then a breach of this lower 0% fib, then we will adjust accordingly. But until then, until the stock on this daily chart tells us otherwise, we're going to stick to it here. So resistance wise, what are we looking at here immediately? Well, it's going to be this lower trend line, kind of where this 9-day EMA all lines up right in here, right? So the next trading session that we're going to plant is going to be right here. And that's going to be right around that $101 area, right? So currently the 9-day EMA is at 101.92. It's going to be a little bit below that. So let's just call it 101.5 in here. We did end up closing below the 101 mark. We're at 100.3. So even though it does look pretty close here, we're still off by about $1.50 in here from that first resistance. Above that 9-day EMA, then it's not going to be anything until we get up here to around this 108 mark. So that's going to be our main area of concern, that 107, 108 area in here. If we do, or if we can break that 9-day EMA and that 101.5 mark and confirm it. Now, support wise, we are going to stick with our lower trend line here, our lower level of our fib, which is that 98.6. Below that, we're just going to bring in this low here, that 95.89. And you can see that Friday session, we almost went down to touch it. We're at the 96.39. So that 95, 96 area of support, that's going to be a main support for us in here. And then below that, we're just going to go nice whole numbers, 90.85, working our way down. But it looks like we should be able to hold this for a little while here, especially with the RSI in super oversold territory. IV in here, you got an IV rank of 38, right around a $5 expected move by this coming Friday. Your March monthlies, the following is going to be $7. You go all the way out to April, right around a $10 expected move in there. So again, what are we looking at? This 9-day EMA, it's going to be coming down, matching up with this lower trend line here, which was our previous support, new resistance. That's going to be in that 101 and 0.5 area. Above that, we're looking at 108s. Support wise, what are we looking at? Well, we're going to look at that 98.6 or 98.69. Below that, that 95 and that 96 area. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you're interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.